Story 1, AITA for not inviting my brother to my son's graduation because he made it all about his new girlfriend again? I 41M have a son, Sam 18M, who recently graduated from high school. This was a huge milestone, and we had been planning a special family dinner to celebrate. I was proud of him and wanted the evening to be focused on his accomplishments, as he worked so hard to get to this point. My brother, Alex 38M, has a bit of a history when it comes to family events. Every time he gets into a new relationship, he parades his new girlfriend around, turning any occasion into meet the girlfriend night. It's happened so many times that it's become a running joke in the family, but this time, I wasn't in the mood for distractions. He just started dating Lisa 27F a couple of months ago, and I knew exactly how the night would go. Alex introducing her to everyone like she's the main event, hogging conversations, and making it about them rather than Sam. So, I asked him not to bring her to the dinner. I told him it wasn't personal, but I wanted the focus to be on Sam, not on his new relationship. I thought Alex would understand, but he lost it. He called me selfish, said I was jealous because he was happy again after his divorce, and accused me of deliberately excluding him. My parents, always the peacemakers, got involved and started pressuring me to let it go. They said Alex deserved to be happy and that Lisa should be welcomed with open arms, especially since Alex hasn't been in a serious relationship since his divorce. They made me feel like I was ruining family harmony, but I stood my ground. I wanted this night to be special for Sam, not another spectacle about Alex's latest girlfriend. In the end, Alex refused to come without her, so I didn't invite him at all. Now, my parents are furious, saying I'm alienating my own brother over something petty, and Alex is spreading the word that I'm punishing him for being in love. Sam had a great night, but I can't shake the feeling that I've caused unnecessary drama. Some family members agree with me, but others say I could have just let him bring her to avoid conflict. I'm stuck wondering, was I wrong for drawing this line, or is Alex the one who's making everything about himself yet again? AITA? Bada Mills says, LOL, I'm sorry but the punishing me for being in love line is hilarious. I wouldn't say a couple months of dating Lisa is seriously dating if he has brought other people around since his divorce. What makes her so different? He isn't treating her any different. If he wants to introduce the person he is in love with to the family, he should make an arrangement with everyone like a dinner outing or a small get-together and make it officially about her. Not just some other chick he's bringing around to a family event. It's like he wants her to feel special cause she's meeting the family, but it's not actually special. BC, it has happened this way before. NTA. He sounds immature and desperate too. Fall in love. Love is beautiful and everyone deserves it, but, my guy. Come on. No one hates you because you're in love. Boss says, just let him bring her to avoid conflict translates as just let him trample over your boundaries and make the night about him. NTA agreeable_resist 8931 says, NTA if they were peacemakers, they would tell the person who causes the problem to knock it off. Story 2, AITA for telling my friend to stop mentioning pictures my wife posts. I've got a friend who the last couple of years has turned a bit Tatey. He has been wronged by a couple of women in the past couple of years. One left him and got married within 3 months, the other stole a lot of his money, but he seems to have a particular dislike for women selling content or just generally being confident in how they look. That point brings me on to my wife. She's 39 and we've been together since school. She's a very fit and attractive woman and her main hobby is pole dancing. She loves it and has been doing it for a few years. She's really good and she loves it so much. It's great to see her really excelling at something and being so passionate about it. She posts a lot of pictures and video of herself pole dancing on accounts that only friends can follow, so it's not like she does this for attention, even though I've told her if she ever wanted to I wouldn't mind, as a few of her friends have quite big followings and sometimes when they do shows my wife is in the photos and videos and gets a lot of positive comments. At the weekend I went to my friend's to help him with some DIY and he asked me if I mind my wife posting what she posts. I said not at all, it doesn't bother me. He then said, you're part of the problem. Women are getting too much ego and it's bad enough when it's single women, but married women shouldn't be doing that. I told him if that bothered then don't look and unfollow her. He said that won't change anything and it's the culture being created around women getting validation for their bodies or some shit like that. I got a bit wound up at this point and asked him if he'd like to ring my wife and tell her himself. He said no, he was just talking to me man to man and I need to grow a backbone. I told him I'm not the one with the backbone problem if he can't handle a bit of flesh and gets offended by it, and Hess the weak one. I ended up leaving and a few mutual friends have said that while I was right, Hess going though a hard time and is a bit vulnerable to this way of thinking. I personally think that's bullshit and we need to tell him Hess heading down a wrong path. Me and my friend are both 41, I forgot to mention that. TLDR friend is heading down a Tate wormhole and said my wife shouldn't be posting pictures of herself pole dancing. I told him to grow up and not be so easily offended. Inether type of calcium MNT says, NTA good job standing up for your wife's right to enjoy a hobby and be confident. I agree with you about letting him know you and hopefully your other friends don't agree with these new views he's taking on. If the people around him just let his comments go without any pushback or worse, agreement, it'll only make him feel validated and justified and more comfortable with these new views. He needs to understand that just because he's been hurt by 2 women, doesn't give him the okay to be a misogynist. Even without all that, what business is it of his what your wife does anyways? DJ_2_Supreme_AITA says, NTA. He then said you're part of the problem. Women are getting too much ego and it's bad enough when it's single women, but married women shouldn't be doing that. This mindset is why this man is single. I would be dropping this guy as a friend after this comment. Too bad apples doesn't ruin the whole apple tree. He said no, he was just talking to me man to man and I need to grow a backbone. What he wants you to do is be controlling and force your wife to stop a hobby she enjoys. Pole dancing isn't always seen in an inappropriate light, many people do it in an art form. Also, to clarify, even if she was doing it in an inappropriate way, it would still be okay because you're fine with it. That's all that matters. No_database_5101 says, you're part of the problem. Women are getting too much ego and it's bad enough when it's single women, but married women shouldn't be doing that. The correct response is you are an asshole. NTA, thanks for watching. I love you. Follow Reddit Echoes for more.